with Liz's Crafts, waiting for the notification to come up so everyone will know I'm live. Oh, there it is. Okay, is this tray that I got from the Dollar Tree, section tray, a wedding section, and it's silver. I didn't paint it or anything like that. I did put some stencils in it, and I have on it, and I have one more stencil to put on it. Today we're going to be using Maker Studio products. So the adhesive mesh stencil today called Gift Giving, and I did put this stencil in the description. I will also put it in the here. So my hubby's watching. Hi, Dave. We're also using the gel art inks from a Maker Studio. Paint, red, brown, black, and yellow and red. So we're going to do this poinsettia right here. We're going to do it with these tools. These are not from a Maker Studio. If you want the link to this, please private message me and I will send that link to you. So the first thing we're going to do is the middle portion of poinsettia. Brenda's on. Hi Brenda, how are you? And I'm just doing the little center. It's easier to do with these squeegee paint brushes, I think they call them. So I'm just putting on the yellow gel art ink. And then I'm going to use the red. And I don't know if you'll know it. Brenda's doing good. Oh, thank goodness, Brenda. I'm glad you're doing well. So I'm just getting a bit of the gel art ink on my, and then I'm just going over the screen portion of the stencil. And right now I'm just the petals of the poinsettia. I've already done the middle with the yellow. So I did put a stencil on each end and then on the three compartments on the outside. And this is just the last one that I'm doing. I didn't figure you wanted to watch me put stencils on all day. And like I said, if you want the link to these brushes, just private message me. And I will send that to you once I get off live. Okay, so I have all that filled in. And I'm just going to remove my stencil, and I don't know if you can see that a little bit. And I'm putting my stencil face down in the water. And then I'll clean it with a sponge when I get off of here. And then put it back on the backing that comes with the stencil. So that's the first thing we're going to do. The second thing we're going to do, and here's the other stencils on here. I have a snowflake here. I have a different kind of poinsettia here. I have a tree, a deer, a gift, a candy cane, and I'm really liking this ice skate. And then of course the poinsettia that we just did. I thought they turned out really good. So we're going to set those aside and we're going to do one of these. Now I've already done a green one, but we're going to do 2 red ones. So you want to get some Epsom salt, and you can get this at any grocery store. And I have a spoon and a cup, so I'm just going to spoon some into my cup here. And there are lumps, so you want to, you know, get the lumps out. And you can do that as you're stirring the food coloring in. And it really doesn't take a whole lot. I have it up to about right here. And then I'm going to put some red food coloring in it. And this is just, you know, Walmart food coloring. And I don't want it to be pink. I want it to be red to go with my green. So I'm going to put several drops in there. And then I'm just going to stir it up. And as I'm stirring it, I want to make sure all the lumps are out too. So this is going to be pretty. So I did put several drops in. I probably put like 7 to 10 drops in here. And it's really looking red. Now with the green, I probably only did 3 to 4 drops. But I don't know if you, yeah, see that red? It's beautiful. So I'm going to do 2 of these, and these are just yogurt, glass yogurt cups, and Yoplait yogurt comes in them. And then I'm going to take my Mod Podge, and I'm going to put Mod Podge all around the outside of my glass yogurt cup. Now it's not going on too thick, it's not going to be too thin, so it's just, you know, a nice layer of Mod Podge. And I'm not putting it on the bottom, and I'm not putting it on the lip of the glass. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take, I'm just going to lay this down so I can get to it a little better. And see if you can see. Let me move this one. So I'm just taking my Epsom salt and I'm just putting it on my glass where I put the Mod Podge on. Now you can also roll it on there if you want to. In fact, I may do that. But I also like to use the spoon. I think it gives it more coverage than if you just roll it. And then you want to fill in if you have any empty spaces. And then you just want to shake it a little bit. Continue putting it on where you think you've missed. And then just set it aside so that it can dry a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other one. So I'm just putting my Mod Podge on my yogurt cup glass. I just thought this was a nice way to use and recycle things that you would normally throw away. Knessa Davis is watching. I haven't heard that name for a long time. Oh, Brenda, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. And guys, I didn't say this, but if you all like this video or any of my videos, please feel free to share them with your friends and family. And I would appreciate it. That makes Facebook feel like you all like what you see. And I hope you do. And it's good to see your name, Knessa. Okay, now that we have our Mod Podge on here, I'm just going to go ahead and use my cup to pour this on. And I did put the links to the stencils and the gel art ink that I used from a Maker Studio in the description. And if you are interested in those little squeegee brushes, private message me and I'll send you the link to that. It's from a different company. Okay, so I'm just shaking off the excess. And I'm just going to set it there to dry, and then I'm going to try to get most of this that's on here back into my cup. Okay, and then I have my 3-tier, and this is what I stenciled on. I just got this from the Dollar Tree in the wedding section. What I want to do is take some E6000, and I'm just going to put it in certain places. Well, I'm going to use this popsicle stick, and I'm going to put it on the edges here, and then I'm also going to use some hot glue. The hot glue will set it now, and the E6000 will hold it later. So on the corners, I'm going to put some hot glue. And since it's the center one, I'm going to put my green one right on top there. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the others. So I'm just putting some E6000 around the edge of the part that's sticking up a little bit. That's going to be on the yogurt cup. And then I'm putting hot glue on the corners. Just a dab on each corner. And then I'm going to put my yogurt cup right on top of that. Now, does anybody think that they might be interested in making this? I see Jim is watching. Hi, Jim. Okay, so we got one more to go. And really, this didn't cost very much money at all. I'm all for making low-cost crafts that look nice, that don't look low cost. So this little tray, of course, was $1 from the Dollar Tree. The yogurt cups, of course, my yogurt came in it, so they were free. And then you have your Epsom salt, which I already had on hand because I had used it, I don't know, to soak my feet in, or to make a foot soak or something like that. You can use the Epsom salt for that. Okay, and then I have these little lights here tea lights, battery operated, that I got from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to put those down inside. Let me get my other one out. Okay, so you have $1.50 for 3 of the tea lights. You have $1 for the tray. These were free. You have your Epsom salt and your food coloring. And then, of course, you know, your stencils. So this is what we have. Isn't that cute? I'm loving this. If you guys like it, can I get some hearts? And I'm going to turn the lights off so that you can see this a little bit better. So stay with me. You can see it somewhat better. But there we have it. Now, if you didn't want to use food coloring to color the Epsom salt, you could use it white. You could keep it white and just not put anything on it. But I thought it would be nice to use the Christmas colors. Oh, and there's lots of hearts. Thank you, guys. Okay, so this was just a cute, simple craft that really didn't cost much money at all. And I hope you guys like it and will try this for yourself. And I would like for you to join Liz's Craft Friends. It is a group that I made up where it's a closed group. You have to ask for permission to join. You just look up Liz's Craft Friends, and there's 2 questions you have to answer. And once you answer those questions, I will approve you to be a member of the group. And then that's just a place where we share the craft items that we make. Brenda shared several of her items. She's really good at making gnomes and other stuff. And Tracy's watching. Tracy, we're pretty much done, but you can always watch the replays. The replays are in the video section of Liz's Crafts. Yeah, Liz's Craft page. So I will be back here tomorrow. I will have another Christmas craft for you. I will let you know at least a half an hour before I go live that I'm going to go live. But until then, you all know my slogan, keep crafting. I'll see you all tomorrow, and thank you for joining and supporting me today.